I make music for the people who have always felt like outcasts, like weirdos, like they don't belong. Hi, my name is Enjonu, and I am a hip-hop rap connoisseur. I have been into music for as long as I can remember. Like, even as a really little kid, I was always like, what's that song? What's this beat? Whatever the case is. And when I turned 11, I decided to actually start taking like writing seriously and turning poetry into raps because my friend said that my voice was pretty cool. After that, I kind of took it and ran with it. Now I'm trying to be the heavyweight champion. I am from Los Angeles, California, and it absolutely influences everything that you see me do, everything that you will see me do in the future. I like to be able to showcase, I guess, what side of the city people don't necessarily get a chance to see. People think Los Angeles and they immediately think like Hollywood. I'm like, no, that's not what's going on over here. So I am from Los Angeles, and that is what I really want people to have a better understanding of, like what it really means to be an Angelino. My biggest artistic influences are Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Roy Ayers. I love Roy Ayers. Tupac. I actually have Thug Life tattooed on my chest. Tyler, the Creator, for obvious reasons. And of course, Kendrick Lamar, because he's like the biggest rap star in the world right now, and he's fantastic at what he does. One of my favorite lyrics that I've written is literally, how do I make music if I'm depressed? It's always a question. It's always gonna be a theme. I'm very big on like mental health advocacy. So if you hear me dropping bombs about being depressed, being anxious, just know it's coming from a place of not just saying it for the sake of saying it. It's coming from experience. It's coming from love for people who are experiencing it. Just the desire to have people overcome those things as well.
I got all of these fucking babies, including my niggas. They be driving me fucking crazy. Well, shit go figure. When do I get to be lazy? I was babysit. Ask for pussy, call me baby. Tired of baby dick nigga. You think that I'm a hoe? Well, why the fuck am I?
My songwriting process looks like me literally going to any space where I feel comfortable and just babbling a whole bunch until I catch it or it comes to me. Or sometimes, honestly, it'll just authentically already be there, as though the rhymes were pre-written and I was just waiting for the instruments to show up for me so we could like mesh them together and make them whole. Do I know when something's finished is the real question, but how I know something is finished, honestly, when my friends are like, put it out, because I won't let it go. If you leave me to my own devices, I'll just like keep reworking that one word at the end or that one word in the background, and they're like, is it not done? I think it's fire. I think you should just like let it go. But also, perfectionism is a disease. Shout out to that. That gotta be something we could diagnose, like perfectionism. Yeah, issues. I make music for the people who have always felt like outcasts, like weirdos, like they don't belong, like they have groups of friends that they're in and they still feel like a component that just does not fit. I am for the people who want to make their own puzzles instead of fitting in. The kids who grew up and were silenced, people who really mirror who I was and who I'm growing out of right now as an adult. There are people who really need that extra hand, that extra somebody to tell them that they're okay, you're brilliant, you're amazing. That's who I make the music for. Success for me truly is being able to take care of my family and leave behind a legacy that will continue to be able to take care of them for as long as they're here and the generations after them are here. Success for me is being able to put my friends on. Like, who don't want to bring the people that they care about the most with them? I want to be able to get everyone that I know that truly has a passion for anything into spaces where they can thrive. Like, I don't mean thrive like regular thrive. Like, I want my home music come out busting when I get the chance. Like, that's success for me, just being able to provide for everybody and their dreams and their goals, and then get a little bit of money on the side. I ain't even gonna lie, I want a little chips, little money. Being a mom while being an artist, that is the Come on, y'all. That's by far the biggest challenge that I've had, because a lot of me feels like I'm selfish for pursuing my dream, while the other half of me knows that if I really do pursue it the way that I know that I can, with the talents and the gifts that I have, I can really make something of this. So just trying to balance out being a caretaker for someone while also being a caretaker for my craft, it's a constant struggle, but I'm willing to win that war to be on the other side and explaining to my children why things seem the way that they seem, why I didn't get to spend this amount of time, or why I wasn't there for this specific thing. Also, being depressed, like having mental issues, that can really stifle everything that you want to do creatively, because it's almost like you never find the right time to be creative, or you never feel up to being creative. So between the children and the mental issues, an unlimited budget, I would build an artist compound for families so that they have spaces where they are able to go and create and manifest, and they have constant childcare, and their children are able to kind of experience the creative lifestyle as well. So it would be like teachers that teach kids instruments, vocal lessons, anything that they could think of, while also being able to house creatives, because it is super expensive to be a creative while also carrying a family, while also just trying to exist. Like, I don't know what the cost of living is gonna be in 10 years, but clearly nobody's gonna be able to live. Like, so for me, it's really about, again, taking care of the community. And I know there's so many creatives, I've met so many creatives that have families that have quit their dreams like halfway through because they have to pick a side or they can't do everything. Recently, I showed my mother my music and she actually enjoyed it. She embraced it, and I was just like so far gone, because it's taken forever to get my mother to really understand what this means to me and why it's so valuable for me to live my life on a creative cusp, especially because she's been more focused on me being like a parent figure, and she's like, you can't be a parent figure and be a creative at the same time. So my mom running around listening to my song and like playing it for all of her friends, I'm not trying to cry right here, but that meant like the absolute most to me. I went today in Vegas. Being able to see Kendrick Lamar on stage really inspired me in a way that I didn't think it would, because I've seen him in concert before, but to see him as this giant when I've been able to watch his rise to fame, it stuck with me so much, because I'm just like, we come from the same spaces. I can do this. I was in the audience crying. Everybody else by me crying. I was like, okay, so we all out here crying. So this is really something to behold. I'm never, ever going to forget that specific show that he did. What are some things that I like to do to recharge me? Take a nap. That's the first step. I get my sleep, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep on your couch, on your floor, in your bed, in your kitchen maybe. I have to get rest, else I'm just like all over the place. I like to get outside. Being outside, having some sunshine on me, going outside, taking a jog, being around people that I love, that's a good way to recharge. And I like to recharge by crying, actually. Crazy as it sounds, I need to get a good cry out every once in a blue moon. My dream job, other than music, it's gonna sound crazy, but I would wanna make coffee and like write cute notes on people's cups, kind of make people's day. I've been in a situation where I've walked into a space and it's a common space and somebody has completely turned my day around just because they're in a position to give me something that I don't necessarily have, whether it's like a word or they just smile at me when I'm feeling my absolute lowest. I wake up every morning and I make sure that I have a message for myself. Let's get this bread. No, I'm kidding. My mantra as of lately has just been to go with the flow. Truly, not the fake go with the flow where you kind of like fighting the current, but really just letting things carry me to what is for me, who is for me, and in spaces where I'll really do my absolute best versus trying to like butt heads with everything and everybody and just not having a good time. So my mantra is go with the flow, girl. Be positive. Also, let's get this bread. Worst advice I've ever gotten is to just give up. Worst advice. I'm like, how is this advice? My best advice that I've ever gotten is probably to contain, maintain, and stay focused. You gotta contain everything that's going on in your life, make it manageable, maintain your peace of mind, peace in your body, wellness, and stay focused on what the actual long-term goal is. So, best advice, contain, maintain, keep focused. Worst advice, give up your dreams, girl, because I'm not doing that. Shouts out to my mama. I love you, P.O.P. Hold it down. I'm definitely gonna cry after this, but yeah, my mom finally she gets it out.